What family tradition should forever be forgotten? Our family had this Sunday dinner rule that seemed normal at first. Whatever happened during the week stayed private. Dad would always say, "We handle our own business. Outsiders don't need to know our struggles." It sounded like loyalty, like we were protecting each other. Every Sunday, we'd sit around the table and Dad would remind us, family matters stay in the family. Problems get solved at home. I thought it was about keeping our reputation clean, about not airing dirty laundry to neighbors or teachers. But then my little brother Ryan, who was 12, started acting different. He'd flinch when Dad walked by. He stopped eating at dinner. His grades tanked. One night, I found him crying in his room with bruises on his arms. The bruises weren't new. I'd seen them on his shoulders, his back, places his shirt would cover. Each time I asked, he'd say he fell or got hurt playing basketball. But Ryan hadn't played basketball in months. He barely left his room. I watched him disappear into himself. The kid who used to crack jokes now sat silent, pushing food around his plate. Mom would ask if he was okay, and he'd just nod. Dad would shoot him this look, not angry, but warning. And Ryan would shrink smaller. The change happened gradually. First, the smile disappeared, then the laughter, then his voice. He became a shadow, existing but not living. I'd catch him staring at nothing, blank, like his mind had gone somewhere else to escape. I started paying attention. Ryan's hands would shake during Sunday dinners when Dad talked about the rule. He'd excuse himself to the bathroom and I'd hear him crying. He started wearing long sleeves in summer. He'd wait until everyone was asleep before tiptoeing to the kitchen. One night, around 2 a.m., I heard footsteps. I opened my door and saw Ryan standing outside Dad's office, staring with this empty look. When he noticed me, the fear in his eyes made my stomach drop. It wasn't just fear, it was hopelessness. I pulled him into my room and locked the door. That's when I really looked at him, really saw him. There were dark circles under his eyes like he hadn't slept in weeks. His lips were chapped and bleeding. He'd lost so much weight his collarbone jutted out. His fingernails were bitten to nothing. I asked what happened, and he whispered, "I need help, but I can't break the rule." I told him to forget the stupid rule, but he shook his head. Dad said if anyone tells outsiders, we'll lose the house. We'll be split up. It'll be my fault. My throat tightened. "Ryan, what is he doing to you?" He started shaking. "He says it's discipline. He says I'm too soft, that he's making me strong, but it hurts so much, and I don't know what I keep doing wrong." His voice cracked. "I try so hard to be good, but nothing's ever good enough." Tears rolled down his face. "Last week I got a B on my math test, and he locked me in the basement for the whole weekend. I was so thirsty. I kept thinking someone would come get me, but nobody did." He looked at me with broken eyes. "Why didn't you come get me?" My heart shattered. I hadn't noticed he was gone. I thought he was in his room like always. That's when it hit me. All those years of Sunday dinners, all those reminders about keeping quiet, it wasn't about family pride. It was about making sure we stayed silent while Dad hurt us. The rule was a cage, and Ryan was trapped inside, too scared to reach through the bars. I thought about all the times I'd followed that rule. All the times I could have said something but didn't, because I believed family loyalty meant silence. I'd been complicit in my brother's suffering. That's when I realized the rule wasn't about loyalty, it was about control. It was about making sure nobody could speak up when things got bad. I broke the rule. I called my school counselor and told her everything. Ryan was terrified at first, but when CPS showed up, something in his face changed. Relief. Dad screamed that I destroyed the family, but Ryan whispered to me later, "You saved me." Some traditions deserve to die, especially the ones that keep people silent.